WrestleMania ain't canceled,
Um,
right?
it ain't canceled.
Nope.
Oh no, I've heard like the mayor of Tampa is like she has the final word. So it, I don't know. Let's talk about it though. What y'all think about what's going on? How y'all feel about it?
Okay, well, the thing is for me, the one place I'm really looking at is Africa. I don't really care about United States that much because these motherfuckers tripping. But um, in terms of the coronavirus, so far from what I've heard is that like I think they said about how many people died. Like a good. Let me check again. This didn't they say like 3,000 people died so far for the coronavirus?
I heard about 1,000 in Italy alone. So
Yeah,
it could be around 3,000. I heard about 1,000 in Italy alone though.
yeah. Okay, so yeah. They said it's around 3,000, and you're right about Italy copying 1,000. So, bro, I actually no, I was wrong. It's about to hit 5,000 now. Damn. Okay,
Well,
so
I'll
yeah,
be down.
yeah, it's about to hit. It's about to hit 5,000 now, and bro, the media, first of all, ain't shit for two reasons. Number one, the way that they like have like they instill fear into like a lot of people in America by using certain words and like painting a narrative that makes it seem like, oh, if you get this, life is over for you and shit like that. And another thing is how much like they neglect to tell people like exactly how to not really protect themselves, but like how to look out for people. Like, it's just Asian people and people coughing and you have coronavirus. They're not really stressing that, hey, bro, like just make sure you doing what you can. Make sure that you personally washing your hands. Make sure you got some hand sanitizer on you. Make sure like you at least be aware of your surroundings and shit like that. But this whole thing, it really taught me one thing, that people are suckers when it comes to what the media feeds them. And the way people is acting right now, like people getting beat up, and apparently Asians is facing discrimination because apparently the ones in America have it or whatever just because they're Asian and shit like that. It's like you like this country just never fails to just show me how dumb they can be when it comes to certain information and how they process certain information. You even got the damn president of the United States with his dumb ass sitting up there in the fucking press conference talking about this foreign virus. Shut your ass up. You were sitting there, you even spread false information that was given to you by people who don't even have real medical experience. And then just today, what's her name? Hold on, let me get her name again, because they had a briefing in California, I believe the state was, and it was a woman named Katie Porter. It was a woman named Katie Porter that sat up there and actually convinced the CDC director to commit to getting coronavirus tests for free, because the regular test costs $1,300, and if you're going to get quarantined, it's going to cost you about $4,000 in America. While in South Korea, which has one of the biggest outbreaks of the coronavirus, they giving tests out for free, and they giving food out. They literally giving food out. In Vietnam, the people that was affected in Vietnam, they giving food out for free for people who are sort of quarantined and shit like that. So it just really goes to show you that America want to profit from this more than they want to, like cure it. And that's always been the case because we got big pharma and shit like that. So they're looking at all this as a big check. And looking at all this like, oh, okay, let me monopolize that and let me monopolize that, while you got motherfuckers like, as you stated before, they shutting down like the events and shit. Boosie had to fucking shut down his Boosie Fest, which he was pretty upset about, which was kind of funny. But because Boosie just a funny ass nigga, but he was upset that he had to close that down and shit. But the way shit is going now, like we really just have to keep our eyes open, and we also have to make sure we're being told the right information. And also in regards to Africa, I'm really looking at that because the media is shaping Africa. They're looking at it like, yo, why haven't Africa gotten any real cases? Or, this is shocking how Africa is pretty much unaffected by the coronavirus. And you just had a death, and the people in Africa who are affected aren't even Africans. Most of those people are immigrants. Most of those people came from other countries. Like in just today in Ghana, where I'm from, fucking they had two cases of coronavirus, of people with coronavirus that came from Norway and Turkey, and they're not releasing their nationalities. So the fact that they're not releasing their nationality means that these motherfuckers ain't Ghanaian. These motherfuckers ain't African. So I just hope Africa really, really, really peeps what's going on, and they just keep themselves safe. Because I don't really want no black people or whatever suffering from this disease. Because we've already been through too much. Like, I want Africa to be spared from this disaster that's going on.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. That shit should have never reached America, and I understand that it's not fatal, and well, it's not as fatal as the media portrays it out to be. But at the same time, if you're looking on the news and in Wuhan, China, where it came from, and people are welding down doors just to prevent people from not getting it, and it's quarantine. I'm gonna be honest. It was like nothing. I don't want nothing to do with that, even if it's not fatal. That like the whole keep that shit over here, keep that shit over there, because, and I think you hit it on the point that because it's probably what we worst fear. America's not looking to cure it. We're looking to finance it and make big money out of it, especially since all this media scares and everybody's nervous and all that other stuff. And I didn't even know how much it costs until you said it. So it gets you to thinking that, like, nobody wants to cure, the money's in the medicine, because shit like this should be like, we should be looking for the cure. It's like, as human beings, we don't want to die off of shit that we can, like, prevent. Like, I don't want to die off of some shit that can be preventable or curable or any of that. I would rather just get this shit done and get it out the way, so everybody don't have to worry. It's like, no. I feel like, I don't want to say this is the end of days and shit, but I just feel like, are we like that greedy of money, and are we just like that stupid that we just let shit like this happen? Because, as Tony like jokingly said, but even if it's true, it's like everything you see in like a Resident Evil, a Planet of the Apes, hell, even Space Jam. But even though, let me throw Space Jam out of it, because we all know it's the monsters. But like shit like that is like, people are scared. They don't know. You're scaring people. They don't have that much information, and with that, they're going to try to take the most, they're going to do the most to protect themselves. Like, I don't know if you saw it in the news that a guy had it, coronavirus. He tested positive for coronavirus, and you see the black mother just spraying their kids with disinfectant before he get in the car. You got old black ladies in like hazmat suits with plastic bags they probably got from under their sink, covered from head to toe. Talking, I ain't trying to get that coronavirus shit and all that other stuff. Like, it makes people do that, and us not informing, or at least trying to know what the fuck it is. I just said, no, keep that shit over there until we fully know what it's like over there and all that shit. The one thing I want to do is and this, like I said, this is, I'm 100% saying this is selfish, but I'm not letting if I was the president, I'm not letting my American people get this. If this shit is happening over there, I'm not bringing that shit over here, because we don't need it. It's just find the cure, and then we'll probably help you get that cure, but I'm not bringing that shit over here. Tony, what you think?
Well, it's a few things. I was talking to Raymond earlier, and I don't know, I was just reading into social media, and I was thinking that black people didn't get it, because I didn't hear nobody black got it until Raymond told me, and I was like, oh crap. I thought it was nigga blocked or something. but now I know, right? So, so now I know. But the great thing about it is that the president, he didn't believe in science. He didn't believe in anything as far as medicine. Actually, he when he came in office, he took like a lot of their funding away, the epidemic funding for the people that take care of stuff like this. So
Yeah,
they ain't run drills, they ain't have money for it. So what he had to do is he had to get everybody at the last minute to try to take care of. And then the same thing too is like we not getting a lot of testing. We ain't getting a lot of tests that we should be getting compared to other countries because we move extra slow. And I know y'all was saying earlier that that it's all about the money thing because it seems like they taking a long time for the test to come in or to give out the test to all these states that hit it real hard. They got hit harder than other areas. They're taking a long time, and I guess they just like you said they're using it for money thing. And then also Trump said earlier that if you have the virus that your insurance will take care of everything, but it's not. When you get sick, the insurance not going to take everything for free. You's going to be they was going to help you with the testing. Um, it's crazy because it's like the president, he don't care. He don't put out the right information. All the meetings and stuff he had on TV, they had to correct him every time about certain things, as far as the border, anything coming from China, uh, the packages, the boxing. I mean, the packages and the shipping, everything had to be stopped, which they had to correct and said no, it wasn't. It shows you how President Trump is because he gotta really rely on his people, and he don't have the people behind him to actually have the knowledge. He don't, like I said, he didn't believe in scientists. He didn't believe in none of that. So it's like now everybody that told him earlier was like, nah, don't worry about it. It's a democratic thing. They just putting that stuff for you. And how he was saying, like, I think he was saying like last week, he was like, if you could get sick, don't worry about it. You could still come to work. It's really ain't gonna bother you. Now it's spreading. And it's spreading because we're not prepared. And we're not prepared because we don't have the leadership that don't take it seriously. It's all a big hype when he feel that he's the president. He can say what he want to do and do what he want to say and do what he want to do and feel that he's not immune to anything. But now this is the time. It's crunch time. He's not. He's facing all these things, all these issues, and he don't have the people behind him to actually tell him the correct things to do, and it's showing right now. Like I was talking to Raymond right now, like Merlin is out of school for 2 weeks,
yeah,
to the 27th. The libraries is closed. I think the courthouse is going to be closed a little bit. It can't be no more than 250 people at one spot. And also find out this is going to be everybody spring break. So hey, a big fuck you on that shit because nobody really can't do stuff on a spring break because they can't gather around. You're dealing with stuff like here. So I feel that it's going to get worse before it get better.
right.
I was just about to ask you, so how does it affect, like, since everything's getting canceled, like Romania, Evo, E3, school, how is it affecting y'all personally?
Well, it's affecting.
If it's affecting y'all.
It's affecting because a lot of people wasn't prepared to. You can't work and watch kids for the people that watch kids, and a lot of babysitting. I mean, a lot of daycares are shutting down too because they got funded for people with small business. If you infected by it, they'll give you funded. So it's like if you at a job and if you got younger kids, they can't stay home. You know what I'm saying? You shit out of luck. And